The pictures that we're getting you from outside the Mandir Marg police station, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi once again picked up the broom and started sweeping the garbage outside the police station. Earlier this morning, of course, he was seen outside the Valmiki Basti brandishing a broom, and where he sort of built up to the launch of the Clean India campaign. These are pictures that we're getting you from outside the Mandir Marg police station, where the Prime Minister paid a surprise visit. He actually picked up the broom himself and swept the road once again. The second time he's doing that. This is, of course, after the formal launch of the NDA government's Clean India campaign that he spearheaded at Rajpath. In our studios, we have with us Mr. Cherin. I want to come to you. The Prime Minister clearly making a point once again. This was a surprise visit where he picked up the broom once again and started sweeping the street. The Prime Minister also very importantly trying to reach out to corporates and asking them to divert their funds for CSR towards building toilets. And this is something that the UN also in its report has highlighted, that India has almost the maximum number of people in the world defecating in the open.
You know, I think the firman has gone out, as it were, that for this year at least, the emphasis is going to be on toilets, which is a natural build-up from this Clean India campaign. And I think besides private corporates, I think the government public sector companies are also going to focus their CSR spending on the Clean India campaign and building of toilets. But building of toilets is the build-up to this, and from there will spring eventually two more campaigns, one for children education in schools and also health for the poor. The Prime Minister has already hinted at the health for the poor issue as far as cleanliness is concerned. Great move from him there. But the surprise of doing it on the street yet again shows that this is a man who also recognizes that sanitation is about surprise checking, because this is not something that can be sustained unless there is constant scrutiny by those who are in charge of cleanliness, which is really the problem. He may have said that, you know, Safai Karmacharis are not the only ones who are supposed to do it, but the fact is that everybody who's a citizen of any city knows that Safai Karmacharis themselves outsource the work to those in their neighborhood for a part of their salary and sit at home because they are under supervised. So while working conditions for them need to be improved, I think the Prime Minister needs to recognize that management of sanitation, besides of course the whole technology, which is an important part and needs to be looked at, is something that's critical. Unless you manage the staff you have, you're not going to be able to get a sustained cleanliness campaign.
Absolutely, Mr. Cherin. In fact, we're also getting these pictures of the Navy Chief himself picking up a broom following the Prime Minister's example. Yesterday, we also saw several union ministers picking up broomsticks and sweeping the roads outside their homes and offices. Ms. Reena Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party is with us in our studios. Ms. Gupta, the image of the Prime Minister picking up a broom and sweeping a street is something that's likely to hit headlines. It's something that's going to play out through the day on television news channels, which will also figure on front pages of newspapers tomorrow morning. Does this make the Aam Aadmi Party feel insecure about the BJP sort of taking over your party symbol? Kejriwal also, interestingly, has relaunched a cleanliness drive on the same day as the BJP Swachh Bharat Abhiyan.
Not at all, Preeti. Aam Aadmi Party is not insecure. You know, we've been talking about cleanliness for a long time. And, you know, the core of Aam Aadmi Party is about nation building. And that's how the party started, that people come and join together selflessly to work for the nation. So Shramdan is something which we very firmly believe in. It's in the ethos of the party. And, you know, you were asking Arvind Kejriwal joining in. Any idea which is good for the country, Aam Aadmi Party does not get into vote bank politics. It cuts across party lines and joins any idea which is good for the nation. Mr. Venkaiah Naidu had written a letter to Arvind Ji, and Arvind Ji supported the idea. It's good for the country. But again, you know, as I was saying earlier, we need to move beyond symbolism. You know, the country has a pretty decent waste management policy. It was I think finalized in 2000. But, you know, is it being implemented? If you look at Delhi, look at medical waste. You know, most of the hospitals are still dumping medical waste in their backyards or in places where poor people stay. Delhi, all the landfill sites in Delhi are overfull. You know, there are only 2 landfill sites which are working. So it's fine, it's great, we are going to all sweep our streets, but my question is, where is that garbage going to go? You know, it will end up in the Ganga again, and then again we are going to have a Ganga cleaning mission. So, you know, the other thing that Cherian was raising earlier, that fixing the, you know, the management issue of the workers. You know, we all know that most of the Karamcharis have outsourced their job. Why have they done it? Because they are made to sign on 10,000 rupees a month salary. They only get 4,000. The rest of it gets distributed amongst the councillors and the other, you know, office bearers. Most of them are BJP people. So, you know, the Karamchari needs another job to be able to sustain himself or herself. So unless we fix those issues, we need to decentralize a lot of these issues. You know, so like if you look at the Aam Aadmi Party manifesto, we were saying that garbage collection, sanitation, these issues need to be taken care of by the Mohalla Sabhas. The community needs to be involved. So if I am living in a community and my garbage is not being picked up, I should know whom to call and I should be able to solve that issue myself. But right now, that doesn't happen. You know, I was sitting with women last week in Chirag, Delhi.
Right.
And they are saying that the garbage cleaners do not come and pick up the garbage. And when they go and complain, the councillor says, you know, there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
Why? Because the councillor is getting a kickback from the person who's supposed to pick up the garbage. So these are some of the core systemic issues that need to be really taken care of. Right now, to me, it looks very, very short term. It looks like a band-aid kind of a thing. Let's fix this, and you know, the garbage is not going to be in my backyard. I will be happy.
Right.
Where that garbage goes, I don't care.
So you're basically saying that if this campaign has to move beyond symbolism and achieve any concrete results, there are key concerns that need to be addressed. For example, waste management and other issues as far as the concerns involving Safai Karamcharis in the kind of facilities they offered by the government, how keen the government is to address their problems.
Absolutely.
Let's also get a word from our correspondent Mosmi Singh, who's joining us live from the national capital. I believe she's somewhere around the walkathon with the Prime Minister, which the Prime Minister is heading. Mosmi, take us through what's happening around you.
Simi, you can hear the sloganeering, the cheers, and we are on the 30 January road. This is just right at the Gandhi Smriti, and you can see all the children who are actually participating in the walkathon, and we'll speak to them and try and find out whether the Prime Minister was able to energize them and give them some focus. प्रधानमंत्री से आपकी बात हुई, प्रधानमंत्री ने जो बोला आपने सुना, कितना इंस्पायर हुए, क्या मैसेज लेके जाएंगे?
हमें अपनी भारत को स्वच्छ बनाना चाहिए और हमें गंदगी नहीं करनी चाहिए। जो कूड़ा सामने पड़ा हो और लोगों को भी शपथ दिलानी चाहिए और लोगों को भी शपथ दिलानी चाहिए 100 से।
और बाकी प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा ना गंदगी करूंगा ना करने
दूंगा, गंदगी करो नहीं गंदगी नहीं करने दो।
और तो आप बाकी लोगों को भी कहेंगे साफ सफाई करने के लिए?
ऑफ कोर्स मैम, अपने से जितना बनता है उतने सारे लोगों को हम यही बताएंगे कि साफ सफाई रखनी चाहिए, क्योंकि साफ सफाई से हमारे देश की अच्छी पब्लिसिटी होती है।
So little ones participating from all sizes here. It is a holiday for them, but you can see early in the morning we saw hectic activity. The Prime Minister Simi passed through this route as he headed towards Rajghat, paid a surprise visit at the Mandir Marg police station, and I would like my camera person to pan and show you that there is a lot of thousands of children just walking on this street heading towards Children's Park, that is at the India Gate, and this walkathon was participated by many children and Jawans as well. You can see the BSF actually participating in the walkathon, and Nitin Gadkari and Venkaiah Naidu also headed the walkathon for a certain stretch. Clearly the Prime Minister's message is clear that you have to get India clean and instill it in your mindset.
All right, Mosmi, thanks so much for that ground report. Clearly a lot of excitement on the ground. I'd like to get in Mr. Gopal Krishnan into the discussion here. Mr. Krishnan, you're an environment expert. Oh, this entire Clean India campaign sounds very good on paper. It gets good publicity for the Prime Minister. He's encouraging everyone to participate in the campaign and turn it into a mass movement. But what are the key issues the government will have to address if this were to become a success?
Actually, if one looks at the detail of the, for instance, with regard to waste management, which is part of the cleanliness, it appears from the details which have emerged so far that the government's vision is deeply flawed. It is said that waste follows the path of least resistance. What is happening right now is that the waste from the richer areas of the cities is moving towards the poorer areas of the cities, or it is moving towards the villages. This is deeply problematic. There is another issue of, as has been pointed out by fellow panelists, that the landfills are overflowing. The current plan of the government, as was evidenced during Mr. Modi's speech on the Make India issue, Making in India issue, he said that some 500 waste-to-energy projects can be created across the country. This is very dangerous, because what is being proposed is, instead of creating landfills on the land, what is being proposed is creating landfills in the sky, because what is being proposed is burning of garbage. If you do collect, for instance, when Mr. Modi collected the garbage and put it in the bin, where does the garbage go? Either it goes to the landfill or it is burnt. Are both of them, any of these two solutions, environmentally sustainable? Is it in the interest of public health? I think currently the vision with regard to sanitation and waste management of this government is deeply flawed. In fact, it is pursuing the beaten path, discredited path of burning garbage or burying garbage. This is like burying the evidence of something wrong which has gone with our sanitation system or our hygiene system. How can collecting garbage and dumping in a landfill be a solution? How can collecting garbage and burning it be a solution? This is deeply problematic. The way the vision has unfolded so far, I think it is very dangerous for environment, for public health.
All right. So basically, the problem that all experts are talking about is the challenge of waste disposal that the government needs to address. I believe we can now go across to BJP Sudhanshu Mittal, who is now with us on a live link. Mr. Mittal, everyone's praising the Prime Minister's Clean in India campaign. On paper, it looks spick and span. It's inspiring the entire country to clean their surroundings. But there are key concerns also that need to be addressed as far as the government is concerned. Waste disposal being one of the key issues.
I do not know the name of the gentleman who was talking before me, but I think, let me enlighten him about waste disposal. Waste disposal is not only by way of burning. That process is called incineration. There are more new technologies which have come, which are environmental compliant. A technology called advanced pyrolysis. What it does is, it converts the waste into energy by not burning, but converting it into vaporized energy.
So, Mr. Mittal, are you saying that your government will be investing in this technology because people on the ground can't afford things like these?
No, let me explain this also. The business model of that is very simple. The cost of conversion of energy is less than the cost of energy which is produced by this process. The only thing is, as rightly said, the government's priority must also be to put up waste disposal plants. As far as landfills is concerned, I don't know whether he's aware of it or not. Leaching in landfills is a major problem. Having land and putting dump in that is not a solution, because when the rainwater comes, the toxics go down and they contaminate the ground level water. So before making such expert comments, I would rather request all these so-called experts to be well versed with what they are talking in terms of solutions.
No, Mr. Mittal, the idea basically is that common citizens should also engage in the government's campaign. The Prime Minister spoke about making it into a mass movement. People, of course, have questions, because as far as cleaning your colonies or the road outside your house is concerned, that's something that people could probably do, with the Prime Minister saying that everyone should take out 2 hours in a week to clean their surroundings. But what about the larger responsibility of the government? Can it really rid itself of that by merely a campaign inviting participation by people?
The fact is that the government wants to take up the responsibility of cleaning India is the reason why this campaign has been undertaken. But this campaign requires a larger participation of people at large also. Because if we are trying to keep our environment clean, by keeping our houses clean, by keeping our colonies clean, then certainly it will make the job of the government in disposal of waste a lot easier. I just want to make one more observation. There is this common myth that poverty and dirt go hand in hand. Because you are poor, so you are dirty, which is not true.
All right,
I've had
Mr.
the
Mittal, but
privilege of
there's
visiting
Mr.
some of
Gopal
the,
Krishnan, the environmental expert who we had, also wants to respond to the point that you were making earlier about waste disposal. Mr. Krishnan, go ahead.
Yeah, please.
No, the issue of technology which we just talked about, I think the technology which is proposed for waste management is a tried, tested and failed technology. It has failed everywhere in the country because Indian garbage is not suitable for energy generation.
Sir, please don't make an observation which you are not aware of.
Second, if we look at the journey of the waste from the household, if the waste generated from the Prime Minister's household in Delhi, where does it reach ultimately? It reaches a poorer locality. Why should it reach a poorer locality? Why should it not be managed where it is generated? I think the current plan, policy and program is deeply problematic because it externalizes or makes the waste problem invisible. It does not make the problem disappear. It actually makes it invisible. For instance, when you burn garbage as is being proposed for energy generation, what you do?
All right, Mr. Gopal Krishnan, you've made your point. I'm sorry to completely run out of time. Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, you've heard what Mr. Gopal Krishnan had to say. There are key concerns that the government will also need to focus on going ahead from this point onwards as it launches its Clean India campaign. I'd like to thank all our guests for taking our time and joining us in our studios this morning. Mr. Dileep Cherian, Ms. Reena Gupta, Mr. Gopal Krishnan and Ms. Sudhanshu Mittal. Thanks so much. The Clean India campaign will of course be our big focus here on Headlines Today.